What is rejection? A rejection is nothing more than a necessary step in the pursuit of success. I could write an entertaining novel about rejection slips, but I fear it would be overly long. The meaning of the word rejection is to refuse to recognize or be friendly to another person. When we fear rejection, we fear that others will not recognize us as human beings and that they may treat us badly. This is not something most of us actively seek. We prefer to avoid rejection as this runs contrary to the way we normally operate in the world. Usually, we try very hard to gain acceptance and fit into our families and communities rather than be ostracized by them. This is good and necessary, as life would be pretty awful if everyone were narcissistic, egocentric, and self-serving. It would produce a world of chaos, as no one would be willing to work for the good of others or cooperate to get anything done. Hence, acceptance is an important aspect of life and vital if we are to enjoy life on this earth. The reality is that we mostly seek acceptance and try hard to avoid rejection. You have to know how to accept rejection and reject acceptance. If you are to excel in life and achieve your goals, you will need to learn that even though you prefer kindness and friendliness from others, rejection is also a part of life. It is an inescapable part of what it is to be human. Your success will hinge on the level at which you can reject the need for acceptance. When I say reject acceptance, I mean demanding it from others to make yourself feel okay. When you demand that others must accept you, you are placing yourself in a dangerous situation, as you essentially grant them power over you. The fear of rejection is a social phenomenon. It occurs in the context of other people. If you were the only person alive, you wouldn't chance to develop it, as there would be no one around to reject you. Living in a world full of people is a whole different story, as there are many people, both important and unimportant, who may push you away. Hence, the fear of rejection exists within the context of our social groups. The fear of rejection is a form of social control with families, peer groups, companies, communities, religious groups, all using it to control the lives of others. It is inescapable, and your life has undoubtedly been affected by it. It has been used on you and used by you as a form of control and manipulation. At times, it helps you get what you want, and at other times it helps others get what they want from you. The fear of rejection is a strong mechanism which operates all around us all the time. Most of the time, we are unaware of its effects, as we don't realize we have encountered it. We merely react to situations unconsciously and find ourselves simply doing things automatically. For example, many people who do not want to be disturbed by salespeople may simply project body language that conveys a sense of rejection. This usually stops many salespersons from approaching them. It's not the body language that stops the approach. It's the fear that is produced in the salesperson and how they react to that fear. As you can see, people have a powerful tool at their disposal. They can invoke fear or rejection in you and thus get you to leave them alone. Until you can understand this social control mechanism and how to manage it more effectively, you may always be influenced by its power to manipulate your behavior. There are thousands of examples in the world of social control through the fear of rejection. In some countries, if people do not follow certain religions, for example, they are cut off from their communities and families.